Are you ready to have your cards read? Come on in, we'll talk. Hi, this is Sherry at Twisted Granny Tarot. How are y'all tonight? This is the Tarotscopes for the month of July for the sign of Taurus. Okay, so we're going to find out what's coming up for y'all. And, this is the table that uses a horoscope diagram for a tarot diagram. We get a lot of information from that. It's also the table that likes to recite little known and less cared for facts from antiquities. And one of them is this. On the 20th of July, the feast of Perun, the Slavic god of thunder. Okay, so we're going to worship it, the Slavic god of thunder. That right underneath there, now we're just going to worship men, okay? It says, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind occurs as Apollo 11 lands on the moon in 1969. This is the same people that told Hillary Clinton she could not be an astronaut when she wrote a letter and asked how she could be one. Well, there are women now. Okay, in the meantime, it's also July 20th, is also the Lithuanian binding of the reeds, which invokes the goddesses of love, the binding of the reeds. Isn't that sweet? I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. Okay, well, anyway, all right, so we got 12 houses, and here we go with the first house. The first house is what you're thinking about right now. So in your first house, Tauruses, you're very happy with your situation at this moment in time. No worries in the future, no worries in the past. You've kind of come to a stability at this moment in time. Second house is your money. Wow, what do you want to do with your money? Gee whiz, this person shows he has plans for his money because he sent out his ships and he's waiting for them to come back fully laden with gold and silver and spices that they robbed from, the native of the world, in the new world. And so I don't think what I think is happening is your next goal has not manifested in its head yet. You haven't named a goal that you can see being accomplished. That doesn't mean you're not looking. You're looking for new worlds to conquer. Third house is your money. No. Third house is communication. Telephone calls, emails, short distance travel, text messages, short distance trips, that kind of thing. So you might be putting aside money for a short distance trip. I got this I got a similar card to this in the Aries reading because it's about communication, all right, but it's also about money. So you're talking about money and because it's July, my mind goes straight to planning a summer trip or a summer vacation. So you might be pondering that, where are you going to go, how long you're going to stay, how much is it going to cost? That certainly would be the normal average topic of conversation in any household in America, if they can, okay? Fourth house, oh look. Taurus, you are the queen of your house, but you always knew you were and you always planned to be. There's no other queen in your house except you. So, you're quite happy in your role and you're satisfied. So, peaceful living, more to you. Okay, fifth house is, gosh dang it. Fifth house is romance and creativity. And ooh la la, this is a card of triumph. Oopsie, this is a card of triumph, meaning that you're satisfied with your romantic life and you're satisfied with your recreational opportunities and you're satisfied with games of chance and things that you do for fun. So you're starting off yourself on a pretty darn good summer. So I hope it stays that way. Okay. Sixth house is work and health. This is a card of generational family living because right here is grandpa. Right here is the baby. Here's mom and dad. There's the house in the back. Here's the dogs. There's 2 dogs here. What a little girl. So why would this be about work and health? Oh, so you're working for many reasons, not the least of which is to provide for your children in the future. Have some kind of a little nest egg so that they can use it if they need to. Who doesn't need money? You know, we could think of a couple of billionaires that don't need money, but the average American needs money. So if you had a goal, this would be it, is to leave your kids something. Okay? Seventh house is marriage partnerships and business partnerships. Now, wait a minute. Okay, do you feel like you're the one doing all the work in the partnership at home? Even though you're pretty much satisfied with it, you might get stuck with doing things that you think might be, well, men's work or women's work, depending on who's watching this video. And there's some things that are just a burden to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there are some parts of this partnership. Okay, which partnership is a burden? Is it a marriage partnership, or is it some kind of a professional or money earning partnership? Maybe you feel like, gosh, I'm so old, I shouldn't have to work anymore. And there you go, off to the salt mines. So you're not done yet. That's just how it feels today. Oops, okay. I guess I'll pick that up in a minute. Okay, now, this is your ninth house. This is your eighth house. This is money from other people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Money from other people. We got the Queen of Swords here. My. Look at this. The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Pentacles. And something is, so guess what, kids? You might be getting an unexpected amount of cash because this is money and this is coming. So it may be a lawsuit. It may be an inheritance that you may have not been aware of. It may be a nice, juicy income tax check or other kind of check that will come to you out of the blue. I don't know, but something is coming. Okay? Now, why don't we just see what's coming? Let's do that. Oh, you'll have to work for it. So they want to pay you, but you're going to have to work for it. Somebody wants to pay you. Maybe just for a little while more. Okay? Now, that's eighth. Ninth house is philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. And look at this card. This person is interested in all of those topics. And if you are able to accommodate those tendencies to learn, tendencies to explore your spirituality, tendencies to go for on a long distance trip, a tendency to like spiritual studies or to find out more about the spiritual part of life, then you're going to have plenty of opportunities to do that. And there are plenty of opportunities. And, most of them are free at the library. You can just go to the library and learn all kinds of things. So this shows this summer is the time to explore those topics. If the pressure is off and you find yourself having free time, then there are ways to get information about spirituality. There are ways to get information about long distance trips. There are ways to get information about short distance trips. And what was the other one? Education, higher education. You want to go back to school? Well, an adult education class wouldn't hurt, would it? Calligraphy or astrology or something like that. That might be fun. Okay, that's 9. This is 10. Oh, honey bunch, look at you. Wow. Okay, this is an excellent card for your career. And it's opposite the Empress. What are you, the boss, or are you just the expert in there? What do I mean, just the expert in there? You're the one with the most knowledge. Like a walking, talking encyclopedia at that place where you work. So use it, okay? Congratulations. They're going to smile upon you fondly at work. 11th house, this is friends and long-term plans. Now right here, you got to stand still. And you know what? This particular person is standing in front of what might be interpreted as a fence. Let's pretend it's a fence. And because he's standing in front of it because he doesn't want anybody to get past him into the village back there. So if this card is in your house of friends, maybe you feel like you got enough friends and you don't want any more. Maybe you don't have time. Maybe you just want to roll back and have more time for yourself and what you want, rather than dealing with other people, because they might want you to go to this event, go to that, or here, work at this festival, here, work at that festival, whatever you might not want to. because you're just standing here saying, no, I'm going to protect my privacy, is what it looks like to me. Okay, 12th house is, now look at here, Taurus. This is all about equality and egalitarianism. This is a righteous symbol for an Aquarian, because Aquarians want equal pay for equal work. They want every kid to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and shoes, and boots, and a backpack, and not be ask somebody where he lives, and him say, "You mean where I stay at?" That's not where he lives. It is where he stays. Are you with me? So those are insecure. No, people want to be secure. So you might be spending some time in trying to figure out how you can help people who are less financially capable than you are. And you might not have to do very much of anything. Just pass out food. Deliver meals on wheels. Because actually, in many parts of your life, humanity is very important to you. Because if the people are not taken care of, the society will crumble. And you want this world to survive. And you want to help people as much as they need help to survive. Okay? Now, all right, so what I'm going to say is you are in an upward swing here, Taurus people, it looks like, because there is not one bad card on this entire table. Not one. So I look forward to you having a great July and probably through the rest of the summer. So write me back and tell me what happened for you, okay? Please like and subscribe and leave me a comment, and I'll get back to you and we'll chat. All right, thanks. This is Sherry at Twisted Granny Tarot. Love you, mean it. Come back and see me next month. I appreciate it. Thank you.